Welcome to Straight Talk Recovery. My name is Maurice Ruffin.
And I am Brett Adkins.
And today's topic, we're going to talk about self-care and recovery, self-care and life in general, how we manage and maintenance ourselves,
Recharge our batteries, that type of thing.
all that. And today, I'm going to say what self-care for me
Sure.
is keeping it simple, doing the things as far as going to bed at a certain time, getting up, preparing myself for work mentally. I got to get into the physical because I got my gut is getting big, man. So I need to start doing some type of activities to, just to help me healthy, be a little more healthy. Try to eat a little healthier, and I try to cut down on my food instead of just eating because
you're hungry.
Right. So it's been working out. It's been working out. Now in recovery, my self-care comes with managing what I do as far as say meetings, my readings, reading every morning, the reflections.
Whatever your routine is, prayer, meditation, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I don't meditate. I don't know how.
Well, sure you do.
Right, but and also and I said something to a client today because he was worried about another client, and I said, man, this is the only time you have to focus on you building a routine. Work on that right now. Because it's very important.
Yeah, I'd say that's in rehab anyway. That's one of the most crucial things you could probably establish. It's like
a routine.
At least just those types of things that you just mentioned. Whatever it is. Like I'm not a big prayer, but I do meditate.
Right.
But like just okay, I do this at the same time every day. Getting some discipline going.
And that's the thing, being disciplined in recovery.
Yeah.
Because we're disciplined in our addiction.
Yeah.
We are full-fledged discipline.
Nothing's getting in the way of that.
Man, nonstop. And we will push, make sure it goes or try to go the way we want it to go. And recovery, early recovery is kind of hard, because you're undecided on really what you're ready to give up. Some of the things you don't want to give up, you're holding on to it.
Yeah, I mean, 18 months later, 17 months later, I'm still holding on to shit. But I think I want to give up, but I must not because I keep doing it.
I'm gonna say this. Some things, and not in a bad way, as far as talking about what we do in our addiction. Just say my awareness towards people.
Yeah.
Seeing the BS.
Yeah.
Reading in between the lines. It's to me, it's like show me.
Yeah.
That's just, but then I can't just always be that way because, and I'm gonna just say to my brother John G, said he came to the program just because he didn't want to sit in jail and found recovery.
Yeah.
And he stands strong with
it.
So that right there showed me a person can change.
Yeah, that's the line you have to walk because there's a lot of times where I'll see a guy and I'm like, this person is so full of shit.
Right.
Oozing out of their ears, they're so full of shit. But I can't forget that maybe not just. I mean, a lot of times it happens. You come in there full of shit,
right?
And something happens where you're like, oh, maybe I want. Something happens where it's like I am sick of being full of shit. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Whatever it is, but
honesty, holding on. And I can say this. One client had to mention about somebody having something that they shouldn't have had, and I can see it in him. It was hurting to the core just to bring that information, but he knew deep down inside, if I don't say something, I'm gonna be wrong. And I commended him for that. I said, man, I know that was hard, man, but don't feel like we call it, first thing, oh, he snitched. I said, tell me this. And this is an analogy I brought to him. I said, if somebody broke in your grandmother's garage and she called the police, is she snitching?
Right.
Is that snitching? I said, now, I would say two people gonna do a criminal act and agreed upon doing this. They, hey, we're gonna go do this and that. You get caught. I don't get caught.
Yeah.
And you say he was with me.
Yeah.
I think that would be more snitching.
That's snitching. When you're in a drug treatment thing, it's such a different, it's a totally different animal.
Well,
there is no snitching. For one, you're not going to put anybody in jail. You're not getting anybody. You're
out.
not getting somebody charges or something. And they probably, maybe they should be kicked out because they're threatening everybody else's
thing. Recovery. You know? Yes, and I agree with you with that. And I explained that to him. You know, yeah. I said, man, you just don't even know how many people you just saved. Not just here where we at, but other facilities. Because if that person could have got to the next level, the damage he could have done. You know what I'm saying? And so I commended him for that. I said, man, it's a hard thing because we still hold on to the streets a little bit, you know.
Yeah, a whole lot.
And certain values, but I said that is what recovery is. You have to change everything about you, how you look at life, you know, and maintain that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we go back to talking about self-care, how do I really look at life? What do I really want out of life?
Yeah.
How do I want to be looked at or perceived as, you know, in the community? You know, your neighborhood, your neighbors, you want them to look at you as a, you know, not that person that's using or addict or you know, hey, that's Jimmy, that's John, that's Mo, that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a good person.
You know, that's Brett. Look at Brett. Hey, Brett, how you doing?
Yeah.
Speak and comfort. You know,
not a don't talk to
that. Yeah. Or walk out the house and don't even speak.
Or
you know?
Or don't ask him to do X, Y, Z because he ain't gonna show up or whatever.
Yeah, you're not accountable.
Right.
You're not accountable. And that's the thing. You know, I chose self-care because I had to explain that to this young man. Well, he wasn't young, but because he was concerned about this other person, and I said, man, you got to worry about you. This is the only time in recovery that you have to be selfish. Like, you can't
completely selfish. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the outside world at all. Totally focused.
No, you're in a good umbrella.
Yeah.
Everything all the information that you're receiving is something to help you live a better life. You know, and so what I really did was I walked down the hallway, and we got the things up on the wall, and it was Smart Recovery, Wellbriety, and it was something else. And I said, all these, now, and he was a native guy. I said, yeah, you know, you're gonna go with your ethnic, you know, with the native. I understand that. But you have to get something from all this and take what's good for you. I said, and that's building your recovery.
Yeah.
That's you taking care of you. You know, you can stick with the Wellbriety. You can stick with Smart Recovery. I mean,
no matter what,
talking circles.
Yeah.
But
keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, because that is like part of the biggest thing. Don't
just take one thing. Get something from everything, because you're trying to find out how to live normal again. You know, because we've been living abnormal. You know, you want to take care of yourself. I said a little bit of AA, a little bit of NA. You know, a little bit of this is something.
I do. I mean, I'm a throw everything against the wall and see what sticks person. My main thing is 12-step program, whether that be NA or AA. But I go to Talking Circle. I go to Dharma. Right. I incorporate all kinds of different things. Why? Because I don't want to shut myself off from something that could potentially be good for me.
I would say this, Brett. You have all these different pathways. They have thousands of people it has helped.
Yeah.
It's something in there.
There's something. Who am I to say they're wrong, right?
You know what I'm saying? It saved hundreds of thousands of people. It's something in there. I just got to find it.
Yeah.
I got to dig into it. Whatever catches me, it could be a sentence, a phrase, an acronym. I don't give a damn. Damn, I like this. and you hold on to it. You know, I said
take that and add that to your little playbook.
Yeah,
add that.
You know, and it helps. It helps, and so you know, I now, like I said, for me, you know, life is getting better. You know, I'm making sure my life is being a little more easier. I'm not taking on a lot to stress me out. I'm not putting the pressure. I'm not even going to apply pressure to myself, you know, to get stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make my life a little more easier. You know, winter's coming up. So you're going to be simplify it. Winter's coming, and I'm knowing this, like I'm gonna be okay, you're gonna be stuck in the house a lot. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? So working out might be something I might need to like start going to the gym, you know, and getting in shape and just making sure of my health and making sure
staying busy.
Yeah.
In some way.
In some type of way, definitely probably hit more meetings.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually gonna be perfect, you know, at the time to hit a lot of meetings more in the winter time. And I tell people, I say $30 a month can keep you sober.
Absolutely.
You know, you're paying
donate
a dollar a day. Donate because it's saving you. Because if I was out there getting high or whatever, I'm spending all kind of or hustling,
or spending your money. One of the two.
Yeah. I can get you the hookup. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's very important to have self-care. Now, let's just say not recover.
Yeah, well, I was going to touch on something because you're talking about self-care. I'm going to get into it for a second because self-care for me looks like everything that you just said. But there's also, like, I'm all about AA and NA. It's a huge part of my life. It's at least given me the best parts of my life now.
Right.
But I also, recovery in AA and NA is not my entire identity, right? Like, part of my self-care is like, I have to sometimes just be out there, right? I don't always have to be doing recovery stuff all the time. Like tomorrow I'm going kayaking, hopefully. I'm going kayaking. Like, and it's not, I just have to do things sometimes that are removed from that whole thing. Yes. And just be. I'm
gonna say this, and that's my main focus. I want to learn how to live life. And what is life to me? I don't know because I'm still learning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
When I go out to dinner, I want to be able to be somewhere that I'm comfortable, sitting down, eating a meal, not rushing, having a conversation. You know, laughing, joking. I have a few and joke and laugh. You know, just stupid shit.
Yeah.
Just stupid shit.
Yeah.
It'd be about 10, 15 minutes, man, and it'd be like, man, I'll talk to you, man. I'm gonna go to bed.
Right.
You know, but it takes me from a minute from recovery mentally. Because I truly believe, man, when you it's gotta be like that.
Yeah.
So much stress, you don't handle certain situations in life that when they come up, you confused.
Right.
Well, you've been doing it like this. Okay, the book says this and the book says this. Well, it says it.
It also says we'll intuitively know. So when do I get to a point where, there's a line, there's a balance that you have to walk.
You have to have that balance, man. And that's what I'm working on is to have that balance. You know, stay focused on what I'm trying to do, not rush into it, walk into it. You know what I'm saying? And if I need help getting there, I'll have no problem saying, hey, can you show me? Because I'm not confused. I just don't know how the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm working on that too, you know, to be more open. Trying to just stay humble, but focusing on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in all aspects of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm enjoying life. My stepson reached out to me, and it was a beautiful thing because when I seen that he had hit me up on Facebook, I haven't talked to him in some years. And, you know, the young man got married, he had a kid, you know, And it was like, damn, this is just, this is rewards I'm getting being sober. And he said, oh, I know you've been up north. You know what I'm saying? When I just thought they just forgot all about me. I'm just a person that passed through or whatever. But he was like, I knew you was up north, but how you doing? And that just made me feel good.
Yeah,
that made me feel good, But taking care of yourself, man. Even I was saying before, let's move recovery out the way. So here it is. I'm living life. Working, I have a relationship or whatever, whatnot. This is people that's not in recovery. Are you doing self-care? Spending a proper time with your kid.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting down, working with them during their school work. In your relationship, how much time is you giving just just getting an understanding and talking to each other.
And you're saying you're expressing better what I was trying to say as far as like recovery not being my entire identity, because I need to be able to have relationships and stuff outside of that. Not everybody's a drug addict or an alcoholic,
right?
And everything I do and say, I can promote those types of things without expressly saying that it's from the 12 steps. Right. But yeah,
big book.
Yeah, right. But just having normal conversation or normal relationships with people that like whatever it may be, children, friends, they're not in recovery.
And that's trying to manage that stuff and learn it. Like I told a guy today, I said, me coming on 16 months, I'm learning. Every day is new to me.
Yeah.
When I come into work, I'm just like you.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me. I said, oh, I'm just like you. This is new to me. Every day is new to me. But I have a routine. Luckily, the job gives me a routine. I come in, check everything. Maybe I might mop the floor because it looks so bad.
Right.
So I want y'all to be in a facility where it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
The trash might be full. It might not be full. I don't, whatever it may be. I try to do something in the morning for me to get my day going, and so you guys can have a different feeling.
Right.
And so, like I say, man, self-care is a good thing. I'm sorry you couldn't make it, man. I understand that you had some things and it's late. Well, it's not late, but you would have had to drive, man. We couldn't do it this morning. I had to work today. Brett stepped in, what I'm saying, our boy Brett.
You're always here in spirit.
Always. Mackenzie, Miss Kelly, what I'm saying, I'm hollering at y'all. So I have some friends that's having a Halloween shenanigans on November the 1st. Matthew and the NA from BBA, they're doing an event, and those who in the Boyne City, Petoskey, Charlevoix, Gaylord area, East Jordan area, welcome to come. I can give you more information next week, or as the weeks come, I'll give y'all more information on it. Big up to Matt, what I'm saying, you've been going strong, chairing those meetings, man, and you've been a good guy, man. Keep going. You and Piper. You and Piper, man. Y'all keeping that going. So is it any to celebrate women in breast cancer or cancer period? About recovery, keep moving forward, staying strong. We lose a lot of family members due to cancer. And it's amazing how they don't have a cure yet. But we got to keep fighting and supporting those who get cancer. And hopefully they come up with a cure for that. It's part of recovery to get back, the chemotherapy and all that stuff. So do you have anything else you want to?
I think we covered it pretty well.
I think so too. So give a shout out to everybody out there that's supporting us. Our numbers are going up a little bit. We want to keep continuing. Please keep supporting Straight Talk Recovery. This is Maurice Ruffin. I remain teachable.
Brett Adkins. I don't have a slogan yet. I'll work on that.
All right. Peace. I'm still